Hello, I'm BrigantiaBlackbird of BlackbirdsBrew. Happy Thursday and welcome to our series Witch Life. This month we are talking about change and this week, eek, it's a surprise because don't you just love the moments when life was going smoothly, you felt like things were under control and then wham! Suddenly everything is altered and your former way of doing things is no longer equal to the task. Yeah. I hate it too. And it has happened many times in my spiritual practice and doubtless will again in the future. And the practitioners who have yet to experience that kind of moment, oh, they will have their turn in the fullness of time. Now, we talk about all the time, and, in paganism in general and witchcraft in particular, it is a path that we walk, and paths take us from place to place. So it's not about remaining in a static position. We understand, at least intellectually, that change is inevitable. But sometimes when those change just besiege us and happen all at once, and there's a major shift in our lives, and our previous pace that we were building one step at a time suddenly has to sped up to cope, and it doesn't go so well. It can be very disruptive, but it can also be energizing and exhausting both at the same time. The one certainty we have at such times is that things will not remain the same. And even if it's a change for the better, we might find ourselves feeling a bit cast down. Naturally, when we come to the end of an era, it is tinged with sadness. Just think of a parent sending their child off to school for the first time. How many parents cry? Not because, they're sad that their kid's off to learn, but because it's such a big change. And it means that the very young child that they had is gone. And now that child is going to be going through a rapid process of growth and change. It's a big thing. People also cry at weddings. This is also a happy occasion, but it's a time of monumental change. Life for that couple, even if they had been living together or been together for years, even so, there is something about actually getting married and making it official in the eyes of your community, the tedious state, and also in the eyes of the God, there's just something that shifts the relationship a little bit. And yes, that does bring one era to an end and another beckons. So I don't think that we should beat ourselves up if our feelings are preying upon us just a bit and we're having a difficult time of letting go of what was, provided it doesn't go to extremes and prevents us from rising to the occasion. Spiritual change is a gift, and it's usually followed by a period of time, followed by intense exploration. And this fires the imagination, tests our intellect, and it feeds our soul. And a witch's life is going to involve a bit more of the ups and downs than most people's. It's the nature of the craft, of coming into contact with the energies of creation as a mode of living. And it's all about pushing us on to the next level. And yes, it's true, at least in my experience, that this does seem to occur at the most breathtakingly inconvenient moments imaginable. But it's what I signed up for. We could probably all stand to consciously remember that a little more often. Becoming a witch is 100% something we choose to do. Not everyone who has the aptitude takes that leap. Sometimes even people who are essentially magical prodigies never choose to develop their talents and never make that commitment. But those of us who have, well, this is not only what we chose, this is what we said we wanted. And we shouldn't balk when things get difficult or when we're suddenly thrust into a period of considerable change. This is part of our spiritual identity. It's one of the things that makes witchcraft occupy a slightly different space than the rest of paganism. It's why there's just another layer to the obligations and what's involved. So, in that particular mindset, we're going to be spending the next few weeks talking in more detail about how we can navigate these times more successfully. So, Do come back for that. In the meantime, let me know about your thoughts in the comment section, or come see us on Gilded. It's our new community server called BlackbirdsBrew. All the old gang has reassembled, and we have a lot of new faces in there, and we're having very good conversations. So you're welcome. You would find very good company there, and I hope you will see us soon. But that'll do it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.